What up everyone? In this video, I'm going to be addressing the common misconception that we get as career advice of follow your passion. As some of y'all know, I'm the founder of an education company called BLU. And as a founder and CEO, I'm here to say that follow your passion is some of the worst career advice ever. What? To be clear, I think just the phrase follow your passion is not defined enough.
What do you mean by that?
In this video, I'll be going over what you should be doing instead to achieve career fulfillment. And I think what you can be doing instead of just following your passion is fostering your skills and your strengths. I actually recently uploaded another video titled How to Figure Out What You Want to Do with Your Life. And before we get into this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and check out that other video, because this video is basically a double tap or a deep dive into the first point I make in the first video, which is identify skills that you want to spend a lot of time with. In this video, I'll take a deep dive into that point and go over why it's better to actually foster your strengths and skills over than just following your passions. And without further ado, let's get started. The first point that I want to make is that your effort, strengths, and your skills will eventually lead to you being passionate about whatever you're working on. But before we even address that, let's take a step back. What does it even mean to follow your passions? I always hated this advice because are passions some sort of destination that we are going towards? Are passions something on a map that we have to figure out how to get to? I never really understood what it means to follow passions. Like, are our passions lost and we have to find them? I think a better phrase is you have to foster your passions. And in this video, I'm saying you have to foster your strengths over your passions because, like I just said, your strengths will eventually lead to you being passionate. And I'm not the only one who says this. Mark Cuban, investor, entrepreneur, philanthropist, soon to be BLU podcast guest. Mark Cuban, be on my podcast. Nani? Mark Cuban says that it's more important to focus on effort rather than passion. He says that the more you put effort into something, the more likely you'll be good at that something and be passionate about that something. And that's what I'm saying as well, is that effort, strength, and skills lead to what you're passionate about.
One of the great lies of life is follow your passion. So don't follow your passions, follow your effort. I'm gonna give you one other secret. The one thing in life that you can control is your effort.
Just take me for example. When I first started video editing, I hated it. It took me forever to do simple edits, and it would be something that I would not enjoy at all. I first started in middle school, and after about 10 years of experience editing, now I kind of enjoy it. I've seen that I've gotten really good from where I first started, and now I would say I'm kind of passionate about it. And this is a good example of how my effort and skills made me passionate about something that I wasn't passionate about before. To summarize this first point, you'll eventually be passionate about the things that you put effort into and the things that you're really, really good at. My second point of why we should focus on our skills and our strengths over than our passions is that passion is just a feeling that we get from creating something. Passion is almost energy that we get from doing something. And again, it's not only me who says this, but check out this popular YouTube channel called Improvement Pill that says this exact same thing.
In order for something to be your passion, it must stem from creation. If you get the majority of your dopamine from a form of consumption, do you know what we call that? We call that an addiction. You're addicted to watching TV. You're addicted to smoking cigarettes. You're addicted to eating junk food. But on the other hand, if we get the majority of our dopamine from a form of creation, that's called the passion. You're passionate about drawing. You're passionate about dancing. You're passionate about farming.
That's pretty good.
And I can double down on this. For me, as an example, on my day job, I'm a consultant. And I'm not that passionate about being a consultant, but when I have a role or responsibility of creating an Excel model or creating my own slide deck, that's something I get passionate about because I'm creating something. I'm creating something from scratch that is personally me, and ideally that I'm putting my personal touch into. And that's an example of you can get passionate about so many different things that you can create. And it just doesn't have to be one thing that you're passionate about. You can get passionate about so many different things. The point I'm trying to make is that you can get passionate about so many different things. That's why you should start with your strengths and skills rather than starting with passion, because you can be passionate about so many different things.
Yeah!
To summarize the second point, use your strengths and skills to create something, and that something you create will give you that feeling of passion that we're all looking for. Finally, the third point of why we all should focus on our skills and strengths over than following our passions is that in order to have a fulfilling career, you need to provide value to other people. And the way you provide value to other people is by being really, really, really good at something. And of course, check out this TED Talk titled, Define Work You Love, Don't Follow Your Passion.
If you're not just going to follow your passion, what should you do instead? If I had to sum up careers advice as a single slogan, here's what I would choose. Do what's valuable. By this I mean, focus on getting good at something that genuinely helps others and makes the world a better place. That's the secret to a fulfilling career.
To summarize this third point, passion alone will not help you achieve a fulfilling career. You have to have skills that solve a certain problem to help people other than yourselves, and that will be the thing that will help you achieve a fulfilling career. Passion alone will not do it. In conclusion, the next time someone gives you the career advice to follow your passion, help them understand that it's not just about following your passion, but it's also about fostering the strengths and skills that you want to put effort into. And help them understand that passion will come once you use those strengths and skills to create something that you and other people want. And that's pretty much it, y'all. Thank you for tuning in.